What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Little Scale Cars YouTube channel. Today in the review box, we have the McLaren Solus GT from CM Model. Now, this one is a little bit pricier than the Hot Wheels, that's for sure, but is it worth that extra price? Let's go ahead and take a closer look at it and see if it is worth adding to your collection. Let's go ahead and get things started with our casting. We'll take a quick look at our proportions, and one thing I can say is that it is very proportionate to the Hot Wheels, actually, which I said was not proportionate. And so I guess that just goes to prove that I was not accurate there. This car just is a little bit funnier looking than I was expecting it to be. And we'll go ahead and kind of compare. I'll put the real life one up in the top there so you can kind of get a slight comparison of the side view. And then let's do the top view. That's decently enough there, I'd say. So you can see proportionally we are pretty solid, pretty close to the real life thing. Let's go ahead and break the casting down here. So first things first, we are rocking a metal base and a metal main body basically. So that is good. There has to be some kind of plastic in here somewhere. I'm not sure where, because this feels metal and then back here feels metal, but perhaps it's plastic. I think that's what this is. It's this diffuser section that's the plastic bits. But all this up here is metal, and it's definitely a few different parts. So like this right here, separate part from the main base. Very cool. That diffuser section's looking great. When we kind of look at our main body here, this plastic bit here is going to be the rear wing, the shark fin, the little antenna, and then this canopy is going to be all plastic. Everything else will be die-cast metal. And as you can see here, it's just done really intricately. You can see the little Venturi tunnels and everything, as you would kind of want it to be. Yeah, super accurate. Multiple pieces being used. Definitely very cool to see. Now, one thing you'll kind of note is the canopy can come off. So this is all just kind of a piece of PVC plastic or something like that. Overall, though, you can see inside has some detailing, some carbon fiber work. Very cool there. Definitely a unique element implemented here from CM Model. Pretty cool, I think. So for our paint and deco, we just have this presentation kind of deco here. Not really my favorite. I think I mentioned that with the Hot Wheels as well. I don't love the presentation look of this car. However, this one is a lot more realistic here. You have this nice kind of white enamel paint, no metal flake or anything to it. The green stripe going down the center there. And then you have the kind of, I don't really know what you would call this, accents of striping and everything else that you don't see on the Hot Wheels variant. And then you have that little white block there on both sides. Very cool, honestly. And there are a few more decos on the way. We have an orange one and then another kind of odd variant that's coming out. Moving into our details. So up front, we actually do get headlights. This car's headlights are teeny tiny, but we do actually have them implemented. We do get a little McLaren logo right there, which looks cool. And then again, there's not really vents because the way this car is, but there is carbon fiber on this splitter, both sections of it. And then on these kind of sections in here. Very, very cool to see there. Up here, I'm assuming this is a piece of suspension or something like that. That has some detailing to it. You can tell it's its own separate piece. Very cool. Coming down the sides here, the wheels are accurate to the real-life car, which is awesome. There are no brakes back there, no calipers or discs that I can see, which is a little bit disappointing. Again, this little antenna there, very cool. A lot of carbon fiber work going on here on the skirts and the splitters and the wing. The MSO logo there for McLaren Special Operations. Into the back here, you do get taillights, although I will say my red one here is a little bit droopy. It must just be a little tampo. And then another McLaren logo, exhaust, which are silver, their own little separate metal pieces, it looks like. And then you have the kind of flashing rain light or whatever you want to call it, all surrounded by this nice carbon fiber diffuser deco. Overall, just really, really nice on those details. When we take the canopy off, we'll get you a closer look there. You can see this thing here that I'm assuming is supposed to be some sort of halo is got some carbon fiber on it. The steering wheel yoke has a little bit of detailing. It's a little tough to see. Even the pedals and everything have got some detailing on them, which is cool. And then when you flip it over, the seat again has a few details. Hopefully you'll be able to see those a little bit better in the pictures. Moving into our roll test, it does roll, and it rolls very smooth actually, very much on par with like a mini GT. When we go ahead and put this one on the scale, it comes out to be 39.94 grams, so that metal base and metal body are definitely giving it some solid heft. Moving into our pros and cons, the biggest pro for me is going to be the casting overall. There's just all kinds of little things that I pick up on here and there that I didn't notice beforehand, and I just think it was done very, very nicely. It's very cool, very nicely detailed. Love it. The second big pro for me is going to be that carbon accent work. That on the wing, up front, on the splitter, just, chef's kiss. Love it. Think it looks fantastic. For our cons, though, there is one I want to briefly kind of mention, and it is the lack of brake discs or calipers or anything like that. No brake detailing whatsoever. Normally, not a huge deal, especially like on a mini GT. It's $12. I can kind of live without. But this was a $25 model. This is kind of the upper echelon in terms of detailing, and that's kind of something I would expect to see on a model of this price. For some quick size comparisons, here we have it with some McLarens from Hot Wheels, with the McLaren Elva over there on the left, and the McLaren Solus GT from Hot Wheels over here on the right. You can kind of compare the two. And here we have it with some other premium McLaren track cars, with the McLaren P1 GTR, also from CM model, and the McLaren Senna GTR from LCD model. So with all that out of the way, let's find an overall score. Hype level, going to be a 9.75. This one actually was a little bit difficult to find. I was lucky enough to kind of get one that from a store that just so happened to have some left over. And it was definitely one I was looking forward to, so easy score there. Execution, it's a 9.8 for me. There's a few little things that could have done better. My taillight should have been straightened up, that's for sure. And then brake discs would have also made this phenomenal. Feedback, it's also going to be a 9.8. I haven't really seen anyone complaining about it. It seems to me from pictures I've seen that I am the only one with any kind of QC issue, and my only QC issue is that taillight being just a little bit not aligned properly. Not the end of the world. So when we take these three scores, add them up and average them out, we will be left with a 9.78 as our overall score. This is a fantastic model with almost no drawbacks, in all honesty. If you can find it for the under like $20 price point somewhere, go for it, absolutely. Even at the $25 price point, though, I think it is still worth it. There's no swappable wheels like you do typically get with a CM model, but the canopy opens, so I think you kind of give and take right there a little bit. I'm sure there's somebody out there who would vastly prefer they get the opening canopy, especially because this car really only runs with one set of wheels in real life, so kind of makes more sense that way, I suppose. But yeah, this thing is just extremely nice, and it's probably the best Solus GT on the market. It's definitely got to be the best licensed Solus GT, that's for sure. And with that, that will conclude this review, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and don't forget to leave a comment down below telling me what your thoughts are on this particular model, and I will see you guys in the next video.